Hello, change agents. Mike Gandolfo here, and I am excited to be here as I help real estate agents turn into change agents who initiate, facilitate, and drive transformation in the real estate industry. We are here to help everyone be better. So, just a couple announcements of some changes here. We are going live from now on. I recorded 6 or 7 or 8, I don't even know how many episodes, that you can find still on Spotify or on Apple Music or Apple Podcasts, anywhere where you get your podcasts, I guess. And these will still be released, but I realized that I like to do the live. You know, the people who are watching this on the YouTube channel or LinkedIn or on Facebook, they can enter in comments, they can have questions, and there can be some back and forth. And it's just, for me, something I enjoy to do. I like to do the live broadcast versus having something that's scripted and then feel like it's got to be perfect. And this is just, hey, let's put it out there, and it's good enough to be great. So, really excited about this topic today because I am a basketball junkie. A lot of you guys know, if you've listened to the show before, if you've known me personally, that I used to coach basketball for a long time. I was involved with an all-star game. I recruited over 20 NBA first-round draft picks to play in this all-star game. Just love the game of basketball, and we are in Kentucky. So right now I'm actually in Danville, Kentucky. I'm in my second office, and that's why I'm not in my typical studio setup. But we love this type of time of year. March Madness is historically just the time of year where everyone stops and watches the TV. Louisville is typically the #1 television market when it comes to college basketball and the tournament. So we are ate up with it. And of course, what's the one thing that we all love? We love the buzzer beaters and the Cinderella stories. And we want to get behind a bunch of guys that seem like the underdog and just really feel good about what they accomplished as a team and as a group. This year, we really haven't had that. It's been kind of an anomaly year. Is it because of NIL or the transfer portal? I don't know. But typically, we get to see those great stories of teams overachieving. And I think there are a lot of great lessons from those underdogs of the past that us as real estate agents can take moving forward. The first one that I really want to focus on today is the fact that fundamentals can beat talent. And I, being a Kentucky fan, know this too well and good, that for a long time, Kentucky had some of the best talent around. They have more players in the NBA than any other college. And they just haven't had a whole lot to show for it. And one of the reasons why that I feel like this occurred, that Kentucky would get bounced out earlier by either Oakland or St. Peter's in the NCAA tournament, was basically because fundamentals, practice and convert it and execute it well will beat flashy talent. And this is something that I think we sometimes as agents lose. Like, we forget to work on the fundamentals of our business. We forget to work on the fundamentals of our lead generation, to work on the fundamentals of our listing presentation, to work on the fundamentals of working with a buyer, of negotiating. All those fundamentals that we have to do on a daily basis. Sometimes we're maybe a little too worried about making the perfect TikTok video or whatever else, and we forget about, hey, what are some of the fundamentals we got to brush up on now? Like, for some people, it might be writing a repair request, or even how to handle the home inspection in general. All those fundamentals are super, super important, and they will beat talent. It'll certainly beat the person who just can go out there and make connections. If you have strong fundamentals and you know how to work them, then that's gonna come out in your favor. The next piece of that, though, is when you have a bunch of fundamentals or a bunch of activities, you group them together in systems. And I find that the Cinderella stories that we fall in love with, the team buys into the system. The system is what drives success. Their offensive system, their defensive system, their system for transition, late game situations, whatever it might be, it's the same thing in real estate. We've got to have incredible systems in place. A system needs to be around anything that you're going to do more than one time. So if you find yourself repeating something, you need to build a system around it so that you can make sure that you're consistently delivering excellence. That's what the system is going to help you do. And if you've seen the acronym for system, it's save yourself time, energy, and money. System. And that's what a system is designed to do. And we execute those systems, and we are able to deliver a high quality product. So what do we need systems for in real estate? Well, the number one thing that I think that we need systems for that sometimes, and actually I'm going to guess that most people don't have a system for this. This is the one system that doesn't change. This is the one system that doesn't adapt, that it's the same system all the way through. And that's a system for your execution. Okay. I'm a 12-week year believer. I've been working closely with Michael Lennington, the guy who wrote the 12-week year, Kristen Tabor, who's the top 12-week year coach in the world. And I love an execution system, how we execute in short cycles. What is your execution system? What is your system for working with buyers? What is your system for onboarding a new client? What is your system for working with sellers? We need to make sure that all those systems are in place. How are you handling money? What about administrative tasks? When do you hire? What's the system for hiring somebody or bringing someone on? What's your system for contract to close? Are you going through those systems and making sure they still serve you? Are you making the tweaks you need to make? Because what I find, except for your execution system, as your business grows, somewhere between 25 to 40%, you're going to start to see strain on the systems you currently have as your business grows. And you need to adapt your systems to match your growth. And that's a huge piece of what you've got to do. And this is why this leads perfectly into point number 3. This is why you need to hire a coach. All right. I am coached by Buffini & Company. I love them. And it's a huge win for me. I started in coaching in Buffini. I started working with Buffini & Company in 2006, got my first coach in 2007, and they've taken me from a brand new agent to someone who owns more than one office. I own a company with offices in multiple cities. And I couldn't do it without my Buffini coach. But that coach is who's there, who's that mirror, who's helping me draw out the highest level of potential of myself possible, and making sure that I'm paying attention to the systems and if they're breaking and what do I got to do to adjust. They're the center of a community of people that really help drive excellence in my business. And that's why it's so important to make sure that you have a great coach. The final thing is you have to have the last dance mentality. I talk about this all the time. And when you have a bunch of seniors on the floor for a small school that realize that if they lose, it's possibly the last game that they're ever going to play, where there's a large crowd and referees are there and the score is going to be on the news, whatever it is, they are there and they know if they lose, their basketball career is probably over, versus a bunch of young, talented kids who are just thinking about the NBA or the NBA draft. I will take that group of seniors all day long. There's a hunger that's there. There's a desire that's there that fuels their wanting to win. And it's knowing that failure basically can't be an option, because if they fail, it's over. And their basketball career is over. Everything comes to an end. So that's it. Those are the 4 plays that I hope you take from March Madness is, hey, where are you at on your fundamentals? Where are you at on your systems? Do you need a coach? And if you need a coach, I'm happy to refer you to Buffini & Company. And then, are you hungry? As my friend Les Brown likes to say, you got to be hungry. You know, right now, this business, you might not be as hungry. It might be wearing you out. But to get hungry again, just revisit the reason why you do this. What are you working for? What are you working towards? And ignite that hunger inside of you so that you can win. All right, so that's what I got for you today. I hope you guys found this to be beneficial. We're going to be back to this shorter format every Monday, 1 o'clock Eastern time, right here on these channels. And I look forward to serving the real estate community and helping them grow. If you want to tap into some more resources, go to realchangeagent.com and we'll be posting those there. Okay, take care, everybody.